Downtown Niles is preparing to undergo a transformation from the riverfront area to other buildings downtown. They're going to find some new uses in the city. Niles Mayor Steve Mientkiewicz is joining us now to share more about the riverfront development and downtown revitalization projects. Great to have you here with us.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Yes,
appreciate it.
So much historical significance in your city. You're going to build on that. So a lot of exciting things happening. That riverfront development, it's funded by a $3.5 million grant from the state's Appalachian Community Grant Program. Can you describe some of the additions, the changes that you're going to make within that area?
Yeah, absolutely. The grant itself, $3.5 million, funded through the governor's office and the Ohio Department of Development. It is geared towards the former Robbins Theater property, our canoe and kayak launch area on the south side of the viaduct, and there's also some funding in that for the Masonic Temple building rehab.
Okay, and you say the final design, when will that be ready by?
So the final design's done. It's completed, and we're going to bid in May. We should open bids end of May, award in June, and we hope to have construction equipment on the site in July.
And what portion of the downtown, let's say you're driving right through the heart of the city, where will you notice some of the work starting?
So the biggest change you're going to see is the former Robbins Theater site. That's going to be transformed into an urban entertainment area, also known as Niles Public Square. And that area is going to be feature shade sails, bench seating. It's an open public space to host small-scale community events, musical acts, farmers markets, food trucks events. It's going to be set up for food trucks to come in, plug in, and sell their product. So we're very, very excited about that transformation. That site itself has been a long-standing problem in the city of Niles with the blight of the vacant theater building. So to be able to take the steps to acquire that building, to demo that building through a grant through the Ohio Department of Development, and seek funding, $3.5 million for its revitalization of the site itself, we're very happy.
And the Masonic Temple building over on West Church Street, what's the plan for inside of that, and who may occupy it? Would it be someone like a long-term tenant?
Sure, that's is occurring through public-private partnership. The private company and the owner, the GATA company, they're the ones doing the rehab of the building. They do have a long-term lease with a tenant for office space programming. I believe they have plans for a kitchen incubator in the basement of the building, and I know they're in talks about future housing as well for that building.
And you know, this does kind of go along with your original plans. When you originally took office, I sat down with you when I was out reporting on the streets, and I said, hey, you know, what's your vision for the city? And you said, I want to clean up downtown. I want to bring back the charm. Is your goal still the same, maybe bringing in businesses, or do you think it's a mix right now?
It's a mix of both. It's first and foremost, 7 years ago, we wanted to clean it up. And I remember us talking about the flower baskets. We started the flower basket hanging program with our partners at the Avenue of Maine. Our downtown veterans banner program. All of the infrastructure improvements we had slated for downtown, and even coming up, we have another $3 million in infrastructure improvements to couple that with our downtown revitalization grant. But that's the goal, is to beautify it and to attract, to retain businesses and really spark economic development and try to drive traffic into our downtown area.
And your pavilion area with the boat launch for canoe kayaking, it'll also have a play area and restrooms. How soon maybe can residents start to use that? Is the goal to maybe make it usable this season or next season? So
again, we're hoping to break ground on the theater site and the canoe and kayak launch site in July. As long as deadlines are met, we may be opening or may be completed by the end of the year, but both projects, both areas should open to the public in the spring of next year.
Oh wow, very exciting stuff happening in the city of Niles right now.
Absolutely, yeah, we're excited, and you know, continued progress is our motto, and whether that's paving a street or doing the things that we're doing with our park systems or our riverfront, downtown riverfront revitalization project. That's the goal, and that's where we're heading.
Thank you so much for joining us right here at 5.
Thanks for having me.